Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious, and today we'll be covering some new changes to the Glacite Tunnels update, as well as some improvements to the Alpha network. On top of this, I just want to say, we are getting very close to 65k, so if you could like and subscribe down below, that really would be appreciated. Without any further ado though, let's get right into this. Starting off today, there was a small patch pushed to the Glacite Tunnels that made some improvements to the way mineshafts spawn. Now, whenever you mine a piece of hardstone, for example, a mineshaft will spawn in a 1 in 20,000 chance instead of the old 1 in 100,000. Any gemstone will now be 1 in 1,000, Glacite will be 1 in 1,000, Umber will as well, same with tungsten, Mithril will be 1 in 2,000, and titanium will be 1 in 500. These are significantly better rates than the old rates, which you can see on screen now, and generally this will make it a lot easier for people to get mineshafts. I think this is a really good change for the game as a whole. Obviously this update has not been out for a long time, but the rates were, in my opinion, a little bit too low, especially for solo play. In terms of other changes related to this update, there is one other notable thing. They fixed an issue where you could reset your cold by throwing an ender pearl and warping to the dwarven base camp. In my opinion, I don't really understand the need for cold in the actual Glacite tunnels. I really do understand it within the mineshafts, but the cold mechanic doesn't really change the gameplay too much for the average player. For me personally, you can just mine for 5 to 10 minutes and then just warp to the camp and then just run back in. It's not really a huge detriment to the gameplay, but it's also not something where I'm actually thinking about the cold in any significant capacity. I feel like they could either make it a more interesting mechanic or just take it away in the main area and just only have it exist within the mineshafts, because there it really makes sense. I just think that the cold in its current state is not the most interesting. Next up, as you can see, we're on the Alpha network, and there are a few changes and improvements to the Hoppity update or the Chocolate Factory update. As you can see, there are new people that you can hire as employees for your factory. There's the Rabbit Sis and Rabbit Daddy. And there's also some new pretty interesting emblems related to this update. If you go to achievement, there's a chocolate bar, a golden chocolate bar, and a diamond one, all related to obtaining a certain amount of chocolate. By this point, I'm already at Prestige 2 and going for Prestige 3, and here are the stats for Prestige 3, just a further chocolate production multiplier, higher max rabbit rarity, and some more max chocolate. Obviously, the Skyblock XP related to this update is pretty cool. There's also this rabbit shrine, which I wasn't able to show off in the last video. It increases the odds of finding chocolate rabbits of higher rarity during Hoppity's hunt. Overall, I think the updates that we've gotten recently are pretty solid and significant. I think the improvements to the Glacite tunnels are also really needed. Getting more mineshafts is going to be really nice for the average player, especially solo players, and it'll also help out parties as well. In terms of the Chocolate Factory update, it seems like it's in a solid state. I'm just hoping we hear news about its release fairly soon. At the end of the day though, my name's Derailious, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and look to the future fellas, I'll see you then.